a search going on, and actually it started yesterday for our missing 5-year-old boy, and he had wandered away from home. We went out, we had hundreds of volunteers throughout the night in through today, and the search ended today when he was found in a pond near his house, deceased.
How far away from his house was it?
You know, I was not out at the scene to say with certainty, but it was close, is what I was told.
Thank you. About what time did they find the body?
Today, that is a good question. It was, let's see what time it is now. It was about 45 minutes ago, so approximately 1 o'clock.
Was it like a dive team or something?
Yeah, the Michigan State Police Marine Services unit found him.
Was it like a swimming area, do you think? Or?
Just a pond. It was a pond.
Okay.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family during this very difficult time. Thank you to all the volunteers and the supporters in the community that came out, not only to help volunteer with the search, but there was food that was donated, people that cooked it. So the community involvement was outstanding in this tragic time.
Breaking news into the WBZ newsroom. We want to take you now to downtown Boston, where Suffolk County DA Rachel Rollins is about to give an update in the deaths of a mother and her 2 children.
Many members of our community confront, and the devastation that can result. Most importantly, I want to extend my sincere condolences to this family. Yesterday, the unspeakable happened, and now we are all struggling to make sense of the circumstances surrounding these deaths. I have assigned one of the most experienced prosecutors in my office to lead the investigation into these deaths, as well as a victim witness advocate to provide all of the supports and services that this family may need, now or at any point in the future. I hope and trust that members of the media recognize the unspeakable grief that this family is experiencing, and that you will respect their privacy. Though we remain in the very early stages of our investigation, the evidence collected thus far suggests that these deaths, which occurred between approximately 1:25 and 1:35 p.m. yesterday.
Meanwhile,
The next president of the United States, Joe Biden.
Joe Biden has long argued that he is the Democrats' strongest candidate to take on President Trump next November.
And I know I've been criticized by some really good, decent opponents I've been running with, saying Biden's naive, talking about uniting the country. If we can't unite the country, we can't make it. We can't make it under our system.
Biden continues to lead in national polls, but faces strong challenges in early voting states like Iowa and New Hampshire from a group of contenders that includes Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren.
We want to stimulate this economy. We want an economy that grows. Then let's grow it by investing in our people. Let's put money back in their hands, not in the hands of the billionaires. We're going to do this.
Warren rose in the polls through much of 2019, but her momentum lately appears to have stalled.
Thank you so much.
One candidate who has been rising in some of the early states in recent weeks is South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
We can galvanize and not polarize an American majority that is ready to deliver big reforms, big ideas, things we haven't thought possible in decades. If we can hold that majority together and not divide it and polarize it and let it get blown up.
Rounding out the top tier of the
meanwhile, Meanwhile,
President Trump issuing a warning to California's Governor Gavin Newsom, fix your state's homeless crisis or there will be federal intervention. Here with more now, Fox News correspondent Christina Coleman. Christina.
Hi, Charles. Well, President Trump is essentially saying enough is enough when it comes to the chronic homelessness crisis in this state. Today, Trump also blasted House Speaker Nancy Pelosi over this, tweeting, quote, Nancy Pelosi's district in California has rapidly become one of the worst anywhere in the U.S. when it comes to the homeless and crime. It has gotten so bad, so fast, she has lost total control. And along with her equally incompetent governor, Gavin Newsom, it is a very sad sight. Trump's warning comes after the Department of Housing and Urban Development report shows the nation's recent overall 2.7% rise in homelessness was caused by a 16.4% increase here in California with its homeless population. This latest HUD report analyzes data from 2018. California leads the nation in the number of homeless people.